Don't get me wrong, I love being a mom. Being a mom is it's a wonderful feeling, okay? But there's so many times that I feel like I really would like to do this and I cannot do this because I'm a mom. Like, I don't know how many moms feel that way. How many moms always have that feeling that I would have done this if I was not the mom. I would have acted like this if I was not the mom. I would have done this. I would have done this. I would have done that. How many of you feel that way? Because that's something that I always feel that so many times I'm like, oh, if I wasn't a mom, I would have done this and that. So in this video, I am going to be sharing those things I wish I could do, but I can't do them because I'm a mom, okay? So if you like to see that, just keep watching. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I am a mom of three beautiful kids who I love completely. Okay, don't come here and hear me talking about all these things and you're like,
oh my gosh, she hates her kids. Like, she's always talking about how bad motherhood is.
why am I talking like that? Anyway, no, I love my kids. I love them. But even though you love people, sometimes you're just like, I wish. Disclaimer, I wouldn't want to not have kids just because I like to do these things. I never. My kids are my joy, my happiness. I love them so much. So definitely not. Anyway, please click on that subscribe button. Okay, click on that subscribe button before you continue watching, because we all know what happens sometimes. You could see a channel, before you know you're looking for the channel, you can't see it again. So just click on that subscribe button. Let's get talking. So the very first thing I really would love to do, which is like a part of me, is to decorate my house. A lot of people who come to my house are like, Kenna, your house is really minimalist. My house is not minimalist by choice. My house is just minimalist because I cannot decorate my house the way I want to, guys. I have so many ideas, so many things I would like to change, to decorate and all that, but we really cannot do it because of the kids. Like, a simple example is flowers, right? I just had wanted to put like flower vases in some parts of the parlor to just make it to look nice, but I really cannot do that because my kids have maltreated flowers. The only flower I have left is this flower, this one behind me, and that one is plastic. Anything that is natural, the kids will just divide it, cut it, throw it. So I'm just like, why waste time? I cannot buy certain decorations because I feel like they're going to break it. I cannot do certain decorations in my house right now because I feel like my kids are just going to rubbish the whole thing. I have seen people's houses before and I'm like, okay, I'm not about to even try it before I face it. Like, my kids should grow up first. So I cannot wait for the last child to be like 8. And then I'm like, okay, let me decorate my house now. At this point, I'm just saying I'm not going to decorate my house or do anything with my house till I build my own house. When my own house is done, then I will do all my decorations there, because at that time my kids will be old enough, right? But for now, I'm not doing anything like that. Another thing that I would really love to do, but I can't because I'm a mom, is paint my entire house white. Do I really have to start showing you people the walls of my house? My house is white, but me looking at it now is so embarrassing because this video doesn't even show anything. My walls of my house are damaged, completely damaged, because of these kids. I just like a white house. You know, those houses that you enter and everything is white. That is the vibe I like, but I definitely cannot go for that vibe. I like white and nudes. I cannot go for that because those colors actually catch a lot of dirt, and with the kids, my kids will eat. As they eat with palm oil, they rub on the walls. Granola oil, they play with sand, they rub on the walls. They are walking and they are touching the walls. My husband used to scream before, don't touch the walls. Even when adults used to come to our house before, my husband would scream at them like, don't touch my walls. But guess what? At this point, there are certain parts, walls in the house that I'm just like, this is so not us. This is so not like us. Like, that's something that I would love so much if I could do, just paint my entire house white. YouTube will be making your videos shine more when you have white background. So I'm just like, okay, that's not happening, so let's deal with it. The next thing is organization. Not just decorating the house, but organizing. I love organization. I love just packing my kids' things according to colors, folding their clothes, organizing, but it does not work. it begins with, first of all, the people who work for me who stress me out because I like my things organized in a certain way. And majority of the time, most of the people who have worked with me find it hard to just do the things the way I want to do it. So majority of the time, I'm just going to let go, like, okay. And then but I generally, like, you see these videos when you go on TikTok, you see organizational videos, the way people's fridges are organized. See, guys, I love beautiful organized fridges and kitchens and bedrooms where everything has its place. But guys, that cannot work. Like, it just can't work in my house. I know we say our husbands are not babies, but for this one, my husband is a baby because I'll arrange everything, close all the doors. My husband has this habit of just hanging his things on the doors of cupboards, and I'm just like, oh my God, kill me now. So those are just the things. And then your kids, my kids, I'll fold their clothes, arrange it, their underwears here, their singlets here, their tops here, gowns here, pink here, that here. The second they come back from school, they're pulling those things out, they're scattering. So I'm just like, no. Even the fridge, guys, I recently got a lock for my fridge. I just decided to lock my fridge. I'm sorry, for my kitchen. Because my kids, they're constantly going there, they shift things. I've put all their yogurt in one place, all dry spices here, this, there. My kids will be ramshackling and chakaraing the whole place. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is annoying. Like, this is really, really annoying. It really pisses me off. So I'm just like, okay, oh well, we can't do that because we are mommy, we have kids. So I really cannot organize the way I want to. Sometimes I'm just like, with all these organization tips, if I was still single, my house. My house. But guys, we're not thinking about that. We're not looking at that now. I know some people may come here and be like, Kenna, that does not stop you. Make your house, do your dream house. I'm not doing anything. Everybody has their own priority. I'm not going to try to make this house my dream house because I get really frustrated when I put things in order, in the order I want, and people scatter it. Sometimes I feel like I'm being too mean to people because I'm constantly screaming. So I'm just like, for my mental health, we're not doing any of these things. Let's just keep it, and then we're going to do something about that later. The next thing is going out when I want, how I want, do whatever I want. I cannot really do that because I have kids, and you all know my dynamic in my house is just me and my husband and my kids. I can't go out as I want. There are certain events that I've cancelled on just because I cannot go out as I want. I have to remember, oh, you have kids, why are you going to keep the kids? And I don't want to be keeping my kids in people's houses anyhow and things like that. So at the end of the day, I will just cancel. I'll not go out. Like, normally, you know, when you don't have kids, anything that comes up, you're just ready to up and go, or if you even had help or things like that. But since I don't have it, I generally cannot go out, and I think it's actually a good thing because I also want my kids to know that staying at home is fun, staying in your house is fun. So that's also another thing that stops me from really going out, because I'm like, no, I want these children to know that fun is not outside. You can make your own fun in your house. And I really like the way my kids are adapting to enjoying their space, because there was a time that my kids every weekend were in a friend's house, going to one place or another, visiting here, doing this, doing that. So they started feeling like that was the only thing that was fun. So I'm happy that at this point my kids know that we can stay home, do movie nights, watch movies, play with the toys, dance, sing, and all that. So that's another thing. And then another thing that another thing that I wish I could do that I really cannot do is watch any kind of movie. See, guys, I love movies. I say that a lot of times here. I love movies a lot. So I love romantic movies, and I love, we know the way some romantic movies are, right? And I am excuse me, I am not comfortable with my kids watching certain kind of movies right now. And then it's not even that. We all know how there's a lot of same-sex scenes in movies these days. So even if I wanted my kids to know more about they do and all that, I don't feel comfortable with my kids knowing about same-sex things. Like, it can give them the wrong idea if you get. So I can't feel free to just watch. And I am one of those people who loves watching my movies on the big screen. So the only times I can even get to watch movies like that is in the morning when they've gone to school, which I really don't enjoy it. I love watching such movies in the evening and things like that. So that is also something that I really wish I could do, but I can't now because I'm a mom. And last but not least, I wish I could travel. I say it all the time here. If I wasn't a mom YouTuber, I would be a travel vlogger. I would just travel around the world and just vlog. Like, I would travel it. Hey, even if it's not around the world, I would travel Cameroon. By now, I would have gone through the whole of Cameroon, just showing you guys the beauty of this country and all that. But I really cannot do that because I'm a mom. I don't think I've ever spent more than 5 days away from my kids. Like, no. So I don't even know how that is going to happen. Except, oh yeah, it can happen.
If my husband becomes a billionaire and then he's always on the road and then we're taking private jets here and there and I'm traveling with my kids' tutors and everything and everything and everything and I homeschool them, then that is a possibility.
But right now, that is not happening. So yes, guys, these are just some things that I really wish I could do, but I really can't because I'm a mom. What do you think? Do you think some of these things are ridiculous? Do you think it makes sense? Let's talk more in the comment section. Thank you guys very much for watching this one, and Kenna is going to see you on her next one. Okay guys, love you. Bye.